Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Belaus with Feel Good Qigong, and I wanted to welcome you to the winter season. So we're wrapping up our fall season, which I've talked about in some other videos. We're just starting to come into the winter season. Now, officially, it's not winter till December 21st for the winter solstice, but there's definitely a change, I'm sure, wherever you're living in the Northern Hemisphere, that there's the weather's gotten cooler, the days are shorter. I live in Arizona. There's definitely a change here. It's 45 degrees in the morning, 65 in the afternoon. So there's a difference between the fall and the winter. And with each season comes a new protocol of movement, which I'll talk about, and new organs, 2 organs that we focus on. But the theme for this season, like there was the theme for the fall season, what was letting go. For the winter season is let your body remember wellness. And I just want to kind of read a little bit here. The wheel of the year has much to teach us about managing our energies. In the dark of winter, all of nature is in a state of stillness and hibernation. This winter season is the best time of year to conserve your energy. And by sleeping longer, taking naps, maintaining internal warmth throughout the organs, and doing comfortable movements. One of the most beautiful practice to attune our energy is meditation, or simply just finding time for quietude and a soft landing, which allows your body to remember wellness. So if we're following the seasons, this is the end of the year, and we need time to rest so we can prepare for the next season of spring, where it's planting and growing, and that takes a lot of energy also. But if you don't take some time to replenish yourself, you get blown out a lot quicker. And as we're aging, we really want to be careful of that. We don't want to damage more anything else that we have damaged over the years. So this is a time, the winter, I'm giving permission for you to take care of yourself as far as sleeping longer. The days are shorter. It's time, everything is in hibernation. We'll go through that period as well. And sleeping longer, taking a nap when you're tired, taking a pause during your day. And a really nice thing to do, if you don't know meditation, you don't have to, you can learn. This is a good time to learn it because it's just conducive for that. But if you don't want to do that, then think of just taking an afternoon tea break with calming teas, nothing with caffeine in it, just like a chamomile tea. There's a lot of herbs that you can take for calming the nervous system. And I call it sip and sit. And the whole idea of making tea is like a whole ritual. You boil the water, you can use loose tea, you can use, regular tea bags. You have to wait for it to steep. And it's warm. It's a nice feeling to drink tea and, just sit in the moment and just close your eyes or read something that's inspirational for you. Just take that time to calm your system down. And by doing that every day can make a huge difference in how you feel. It'll help replenish you. Now, the 2 organs that we're working with this time of year are the kidneys and the bladder. Now, the kidneys are the powerhouse it's the power pack of your body. The kidneys move your fluids around. And they're also part of your adrenals. And we're also going to be working with the bones also for this season. But the adrenals, most people's adrenals are really shot. And it's taking those times, during the day to sit and sip, maybe a massage or sleeping longer will really help power up your battery, especially your adrenals. So I'm going to be talking about that a lot for this season as well. The element for this season is water. And water, I'm always saying, stand like a mountain, flow like a river, and move like the wind. Well, this is flow like the river time. So a lot of the movements are going to be more Tai Chi movements because they're flowy, they're slower, they're very meditative, very watery like. That will be the protocol that I'll be introducing for this season for movement, and as well as all the other things that I do as well. But the Tai Chi, I'm going to be introducing a little bit more Tai Chi this season. Now, there's also an age group to this they call Age of the Sage. Every season has an age group, and this one's from 83 to 108, or 83 until you pass on. And, as we're aging, we want to let it, that process of letting go in the fall, there's a reason for that, because the falling is about letting go, like letting go of ego. And, when you're older, you don't need that ego anymore. We don't have to be ego bound so much. And we can relax a little bit more. And it's about softening our rough edges as we're preparing for the next phase of this cycle of life. There's the death, and how do you want to prepare for that? And that might sound depressing to some people, but that's the cycle of life. That's the rhythm of life. And I think understanding this and embracing that and embracing these seasons and what they tell us can help us feel a little calmer about those cycles as well. So this is a transformation, age of the sage. You're coming into your wisdom years also, or preparing for your wisdom years. And we become lighter when we do that. When you let go, when you shed, there's a lightness of being with that. And we're less form and more energy at this time of our life. Similar to children, children are these little bodies with a lot of light and a lot of energy. So that's the age of the sage, is about getting some more lightness into ourselves, into our being, and not so much form. So that's kind of a little bit of an introduction to the season coming up. The other thing I just want to mention, I might have mentioned this before, this time of year is very busy with the holidays. There's a lot of big holidays. We just came off of Thanksgiving. There's Hanukkah, there's Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. There's a lot going on, and it's kind of doesn't fit with this time of year of hibernation and quietude and stillness. So just be careful of it when you're going through these seasons, that you're not in the frenzy of all of it. And if you are, really pay attention to that and how that's affecting you. I know when Thanksgiving hit, I started getting this panic, oh, did they get the cards out? Did they get the presents? And I was feeling this anxiety. I'm like, no, I don't want to live in that anxiety. And I don't want to live in that frenzy. It's fun. There's a lot of fun to that too. But again, follow the season's cues and take some time to sip and sit at some point during your day. I hope this helps to introduce the winter season. Welcome to winter. And I hope to see you on some more of my videos. I'll be starting next week. I will be introducing the movements for this time of year, the more of the Tai Chi movements, and I'll progress every week. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon.